Yo, what's up? This is absolutely not for the meek. Welcome back. Oh my God, you're gonna hear my kids in the background, and it is what it is. Who cares? But I wanted to go into a video that about this because it's lawsuit season, and I wanted to go into people that are getting sued, and we'll go from there.
The third victim, and this time Aaron Hall is involved. So the plaintiff, Jane Doe, alleges that P. Diddy and Aaron Hall took turns with her and her friend after an event at Uptown Records in the 1990s. So Diddy was hit with a third lawsuit alleging assault under the Adult Survivors Act that expired after Thanksgiving. The new complaint from an anonymous accuser alleges Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns raping the plaintiff and her friend in 1990 or 91, and that Diddy turned violent during a rage days later. In the filing obtained by Rolling Stone, Jane Doe alleges that she and her friend met Diddy and Hall at an event hosted by MCA Records at the company's office in New York. Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsy with Jane Doe and her friend, offering them drinks throughout the night. As the event was winding down, Combs and Hall allegedly invited the women back to Hall's apartment for an after party. While at Hall's apartment, Jane Doe was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs. After Combs finished doing his business, Jane Doe laid in bed shocked and traumatized. As she was in the process of getting dressed, Hall barged in the room and pinned her down and forced Jane Doe to have sex with him also. The complaint says Jane Doe quickly got dressed and fled from Hall's residence after the alleged raping. It alleges that she later spoke to her friend and learned the other woman had been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall, also in another room. A couple days later, after the alleged assaults, Combs allegedly visited the home where Jane Doe and her friend were staying and turned violent. He was irate and began assaulting and choking Jane Doe to the point that she passed out. Combs was searching for Jane Doe's friend because he was worried that she would tell the girl he was with at the time what he and Hall had done to them. Alongside Hall and Combs, the suit names MCA Music Entertainment as defendants. Reps for Hall and Combs did not immediately return requests for comment on Friday. The lawsuit filed in New York County Supreme Court alleges Jane Doe informed her close friend and family about what occurred. It claims that she sought medical treatment to heal from the trauma visited upon her by Combs and Hall. See how this man got away with all of this for so long.
All it took was Cassie, and the floodgates have opened. Here's Diddy's third lawsuit, I'm sure more to come, but this time attached to Aaron Hall. I was going to play y'all a clip, but this man speaks so vulgarly that I don't feel like being banned the day after Thanksgiving. These two are getting accused of raping a girl and her friend back in the day. We know a lot about Diddy, but if you knew the type of person Aaron Hall is, you'd be like, yeah, they did that mess. An interview that has always stood out to me about Aaron Hall is when he's speaking on how he likes to dance in public. And for these grown men, Diddy, he named Jamie Foxx, Jodeci, supposedly Denzel Washington, that they all know this, and more than half of them have watched him. For sure, Diddy and Jodeci. I'm like, both brothers? Okay. Anyway, he brags like, and that he enjoys that so that no, these dudes can't tell him that he's little. You know, little. But it's like, how is this a flex? And why do you need to prove that you're not small? Anyway, that always stood out to me because it was weird. The people laughing in the interview were weird. It was other men. Anyway, to top it all off, when he was in his 30s, or 30, he got Gloria Valise pregnant. The Velez or Valise? When she was only 16. 16 years old. I don't know how he didn't do time. She ended up keeping the kid, so they have a son. It just feels like so many of these men got away with so much back then. But I'm glad years later it's coming back to bite them, to catch up to them. Yes, most of us wish it wouldn't take this long, but the fact that these are the type of things that people were getting away with, even now, still kind of getting away with it, blows my mind. I don't know if they'll try to pay this one off as well, but we'll see.
Yeah, that is insane. You know, one thing I could say, if that was the case, that why did you have the baby? And I know in New York, which the legal age of consent is 16. I don't know what it is in Florida, But I think that is also. Who knows? Let's see. Maybe I should go ahead and get my trusty phone, the massive computer. Legal age of consent in Florida.
18 years old.
Oh,
According
shit.
to Hub's law, in the state of Florida, the age of consent for sexual activity is 18 years old. This means that anyone under the age of 18 is legally unable to give legally effective consent to sexual activity.
Now, the question is, where did this situation happen? That is the question. That's crazy. And then all these years later, you got this guy with the kid and everything like that. I guess, everybody's, let me tell you, I'm thinking that people in power are getting these women to come forward. And the reason why is, did he place a lawsuit on a giant liquor company? Hey, on a giant liquor company. And they don't like that. So they say, you know what? You want to play games? Let's go ahead and bring out the dirt. Let's bring out the dirt on this clown. And I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he is a clown. So, I mean, I could care less. I don't care if this dude right here became penniless, was a bum on the street. I remember back in the day, I used to see when I saw him drive by in his Rolls Royce and everything. That's about as far as I come close to him. And I've been over there by the studio, but never was interested. Very cheap. He don't pay nobody, and he ain't paying nobody. That's why I can't mess with this dude. I don't like people like that. That don't pay people what they're worth. So anyway, you know, you got all these allegations coming out, and I'm not even gonna cut I'm gonna cut to the chase. This, I believe, is happening because the world is coming to an end. The world, as you know, it is coming to an end, and this ain't the first time. But you have, if you ever look at these documentaries. There's a documentary about the estates of New York, and this is all going on in upstate New York, where, oh my goodness, they they show these fallacious mansions. I mean, one was a beach house. The thing was so freaking big, made out of wood, old ass house and everything. And they tore that sucker down. They was up there tearing that sucker down, and it took them a while to tear that sucker down. Then you have other houses up there that were made out of stone and everything like that, estates and everything. And people, somebody bought one, they bought it for 10 million. They're gonna have to put another 10 million in it to restore it. It came from a iron, a metal giant, a metal tycoon back in the day that he was concierge to the president and everything like that. So I think Roosevelt. So these dudes have money, but guess what? Their money's gone. That's all gone. Because guess what? Taxes. Taxes. Girl, please hold. Let's see if I can get her to hold this teddy. Yeah, like I was saying. So the pretty much the government stole everything. The only people from back and the only families that survived was pretty much the Rockefellers and the Cargills. I mean, they're still solidified because they knew back then, because they're part of the system, part of the banking. They're privileged information. These other rich people didn't have that information. All their wealth was sucked away. And pretty much what happens is when the government has run deficits such as this, it will suck up all the wealth of the bottom. And when the bottom don't have nothing, they start going after the rich, one by one, or two or three, but three at a time. That's what I believe. And this is, and it's all like distractions. I mean, you got the situation with situations going on overseas, right? Let's talk about what's going on overseas. Did you know that Germany's housing market is going down? The values. So pretty much, like with my family, our house, due to Cervasis, the property value went up. So let's say your property is worth 400,000. Then next year, you know, boom, you're worth 800. You're like, damn, I got all this value on this house, all this equity, man. It could be a thing where all that reverses right back. They're losing so much value. They're pretty much they're going back to the prices of 2018, 2019, whatever. You dig? All that gain will be lost. I hope they lowered the taxes down. I hope so. So you got that going on. Then you got people protesting, talking about what's going on. They want ceasefires, right? Oh man, they don't like that. They're already trying to say that you're cooperating, you're working with terrorists. And now New York is passing a law where they're they literally said they're indoctrinating the children to some new computer thing, and to be able to avoid propaganda and false stories and also. So pretty much they want to control the way you think, and they're making it that they can do a lockdown and put you in quarantine just like that without anything. They don't say how they're gonna not do it or whatever. They're gonna, oh man, they can snatch up. They can just snatch you up and throw you in an internment camp. But I'm dealing with a whole bunch of idiots. They don't see it, and they'll hear it and then they're like, nah. But they like the current administration. They love it. This is the best the economy's ever been. Freaking morons. This is what I talk about NPCs, aka the stupid. Let me go ahead and get into this thing here. There's but so much. I was listening to this guy. Hold on. Let me see. Got that mouse. All right, this is the guy I was listening to. And there's a thing where, the guy, I don't know who the clown's name is, but he's locked up now in Vegas for the murder of Tupac. And this guy was talking about how he there was a contract for Tupac. And then you had the interview with Warren G where he had the Nextel phone. And so when Tupac was having this thing going on in Vegas, he can hear what was going on. He heard that Tupac was shot and all this stuff like that, but it was just Tupac and Suge in the car, right? So how the hell security wasn't there? Like he heard when it happened. Anyway, a lot of fugazi things. And not to mention, Snoop had that murder charge that he got out of. And there's a lot of things. Puffy and Snoop Dogg used to hang out. Let's go with what this guy says about Snoop Dogg.
First met Snoop Dogg for the first time, for the very first time. All I did was analyze him. See, that's the thing. When I meet these rappers, whenever I meet any rapper, I look at their body language, I look at their fingers, I look at them to find any non-human trait. Dog, Snoop ain't human. I'm saying that loud and clear. I don't give a fuck who sent him this video. He ain't human, dog. None of these niggas human, dog. None of them. None of these niggas human. None of them. All of these niggas are robots designed to continuously promote the wrong messages, to continuously destroy the rest of our people. All of these niggas are robots, dog. All of them. I remember.
And that's facts. Let me tell you something. When I left Snoop Dogg alone, is when there was some type of situation that happened, a shooting or something, a black situation, these Negroes, and he got on the news and said, "Yo, you got to get rid of guns." I'm like, what? That's when I knew he was a plant. He's an agent. This dude's an agent. He can't be trusted. I don't know why. I mean, literally, and then on top of that, That's like this guy saying, promoting death and destruction to your own people. Which before there was never a East Coast, West Coast beef or anything like that. Now you got rappers like Pop Smoke going out to California and he gets murdered. Like this stuff's still going on. I mean, I know there's some trifling news. We're gonna see that in this video where I don't know what the hell these dudes is thinking. But like why is it such a big thing to be killing people? You know, and I'm gonna show this video right here with this dude. And like, what the hell are you doing with your freaking face?
Excuse me. Nine leap. She right here in the 40s. 42nd and Menlo, 41st Fed. All through the 40s.
So you're kind of like in between the dark and the park side?
Exactly.
Okay.
Dark park issue. Art.
Is it dark park thing?
Art that thing.
Art.
What would made you do that? What's good looking about that? I mean, literally, you walk around in the street looking like this.
All right. And how old was you when you decided?
This right here has no soul. This will not grow to ripe old age. I mean, he's going to have to do some major changes. I mean, you expect, yeah, obviously he's not looking to get work looking like this. Oh my God. Whew. Lord have mercy. And this guy, there's somebody sleeping with him?
That was something you wanted to be a part of?
Shit. Forever. My whole family from my brothers and shit from the hood. So shit since forever. I got pictures. I'm like 3-4 throwing up the. So shit always knew.
How old your oldest brother?
Tiny pussy like 33.
Okay. And did he have anything to say when he realized he was about to be from it too?
Well, he tried to prevent it, but he already like knew. Yeah. So, but I snuck when he went to jail. He went to jail. I snuck. He got put.
And then when he came home, what did he say?
He been in jail ever since. He been in jail since like 2012.
Damn.
Okay.
Where'd you grow up?
You know, I'm sorry if it's if there's no context to that video, but I really don't care about what he's saying. I'm just looking at his face like, yo, what the hell have you done? What was you thinking? California. All right, let's go back to this rapper. Because
Understand about this music industry?
put this back. This whole thing is fiction. You literally got the real estate market in Germany imploding. And it's going down. When it really, if it collapses, it won't be long until it hits over here. So I'll definitely be checking that out. Because if that happens, I mean, shit, I can't even go to the finances right now, but that's all I give a fuck about. Because, you know, you put money into the real estate and everything like that, you don't want to lose the money. So I got to know when to take money out. But, man, and these women, these females, I mean, this guy talks about it. Let's go to what he's talking about.
Understand about this music industry? And I'm not afraid to say this. Most of these hit records been hits. Label will come to you with hits already. A lot of the things they want you to say is already pre-done. You just gotta say it open. Y'all don't know this. They'll come to you with the records already done. Just say it like this and say these things, and we'll give you this money. No, y'all don't understand how the music industry works. It works way deeper than what y'all think.
Little pastor dude said, you want to come up and say anything? We have a new member. You care to share anything? I walked up there, yes. So I noticed you guys were praying for everything that Jesus has given you and you were being thankful. But you know your whole entire race came and stole everything from people who are already here first and killed millions. So how are you praying for God giving you things when y'all took and killed everything? I mean, there's like a little misconception in this prayer. That nigga looked at me like he wanted to turn into Dracula and said, oh yes, well, God will forgive everyone for their mistakes. We are not responsible for our ancestors' beings. My mom, I said, hey, look, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Where the little boys is, man? I just came here to see if I could free the little boys. Man, I know they in here somewhere. You smell like baby powder, my nigga. Ain't no way in hell pastor should be smell like baby powder, my nigga.
You know, this guy right here, he might look crazy. He's definitely was on the wrong path, but now he's got some common sense. He knows what time it is. At least he knows who his people is. I guess he could say this tribal tattoo on his face. You know, in this video, he's gonna be talking about the pyramids, our pyramids here in America, how they buried them and built their churches on top of them.
In the end, death is what they would bring when they stump through the turf. We got drugged by the pilgrims. Too much stuff in the verse, think turkey noise. The land they gobble it, freedom they ain't given. And this is what they all disguised as Thanksgiving. In the end, death is what they...
The devil himself is the greatest deceiver ever. Damn, they tricked everybody into believing that they were the gods. And now people worship them. They got their pictures all in niggas' houses, bunk ass, white Mary, white Jesus, all these niggas is in everybody's house. They came in, destroyed, put themselves in the position of the holy ones. And now we pray to them, greatest bamboozler ever. The devil himself is the... Do you know one of the biggest churches in South America is built on top of a pyramid that was actually a black pyramid? After they destroyed us and flattened our existence, they built their monuments on top of ours and made these places holy places. Like saying, no, we didn't do nothing wrong. God is here. Ooh, look, everybody pray. It goes deeper. Every single major church in the world is built on top of a black monument. Let's say we let bygones be bygones. Then we still got to run into the Lamia Lady Trigon. Take the word like Babylon, then break it down. Baby lion. Every bar field with how they eat us. The Tar Heels was our hills. Something fishy about how they whipped us. Oh shit, it was the Cargills. Let's say, damn, Central Park was an actual black thriving community. There was another black thriving community in Huntington Beach that was confiscated. Lake Lanier and many more places that are now parks and monuments were black thriving societies that were flooded and destroyed and demolished and turned into landmarks for their people to walk through the park with their little Pomeranians. Damn, Central.
You know, this guy, like I said, he knows what time it is. He knows what happened. He knows the history. He knows that we had a civilization and we are colonized. And let me tell you, they're using us, abusing us, and getting rid of us, deleting us. That's what's happening. And these heifers don't help.
I took a lot of heat on the video. They got like a gazillion views when I said black culture has become trash. I was reacting to a Sexy Red Sukihana video. Check out this young ballet teacher.
And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Skitty Yitty. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries?
So I said what I said. This shit is trash. You got 5-year-olds twerking. The parents need to be parented because clearly they don't know what the hell they doing. We need to bring back traditional households, get the fathers back in the home. Single motherhood is not going to cut it. Hit the button.
And who would know better than the ancestors? Where is it? Here we go. Let's hear from the ancestor.
I'm 38.
I've never been there. Have you ever been there?
Really, Nana?
38 years old.
Really?
I've never been there. No children or nothing. You sure missed a lot of life.
Why do I have to get married and have kids to have a good life?
You do have no good life.
I do.
You don't go nowhere.
I do. I just got back from a trip.
By yourself, no man. If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Really? I'm not nothing without a man, huh?
You're not a lesbian, are you?
Are you?
No, I had a husband, tell you that, huh?
I still have sex.
You what?
I still have sex.
I know you do, but that's not right. That's dirty. Sleeping around like a...
It's one person. One person.
Sleeping around like a...
You see, Granny understands the God-given purpose of women. She comes from the real. We living in the artificial right now. Granny had 12 kids in 15 years by one husband. That man built that house with his bare hands, literally brick by brick. Oh yeah, men were real men. not raised by single mothers. He tell her, Geraldine, get your ass back in that kitchen and put some more pepper on these goddamn grits. What the hell wrong with you? And she say, yes, baby. And that was that. And she'd be pregnant by the following morning. If you have a granny like this, man, go love on her. Go show her some love. Hit the button.
You know, and what I like to point out is look at this. Look at the size of this arm. I mean, this looks like this is the front of it. There's more behind that. There's more behind it. This chick must be huge. Mm-mm-mm. Granny's like, you worth it. You ain't gonna never get no man. You goddamn right. And then, you know, they're doing this. They letting our NPCs run around, and they got them on tape doing all kind of thottery, so that they won't be nothing to get rid of them and get rid of the good decent people too. Like, oh no, they're all the same. We label them all black, not the natives. A brother said something today, and you know, shout out to For No Fan. He from New York too, and it seems like a lot of his family, they come out the same places that my family's from, Virginia. Um, I don't know if I can't say Maryland. I can't say that, but I mean, I got family in Canada, all kind of shit. Anyway, I was listening to what he said, right? And you know, only 6% of Africans came to America, and he was talking about how they pretty much brought them here, and had them rape our women and have children, and pretty much build an army to kill us off, to fight against us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. It just blew me away. I was just like, wow. I remember they was doing it because, you know, they had farms, breeding farms and everything like that. And they taught these Africans, they gave them they gave these African soldiers, they gave them weapons, they trained them to go fight us. Made them breed and everything so they'd be seven. I mean, only thing they had to do was have sex and, you know, pretty much sex, fight, eat, and they were pretty much happy with that. I mean, it's crazy. It's how he put it. It was off the chain. So a lot of these people, like the Buffalo Soldiers, those ain't us. Those are Africans. That's what he was saying. I was like, wow. You look at them, yeah, they look African. So, man, the game is something else. And now everything's falling apart, and they're trying to kill us all off. And look at the mental of this, and look at the disrespect. I almost don't want to show it. Obviously, this old woman is she got issues. She's like an old crackhead or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know what's going through my mind. Check this bullshit out. This is why this is the soulless. They're not with God.
Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you have in the time of your life. But think twice.
Woo! That was disrespectful as all hell. And that's how. I mean, they disrespect themselves so bad. I mean, what is it? If you do this, you get a free. God knows what that is. You know, I have no idea. But let's go. This is what Homeboy said. This is why I don't even listen to rap music. I listen to economics, like I said before my videos. I listen to people talk. I want to listen to what's going on in the world and what the economy looks like on a global basis. I can figure things out. But check what he says about hip hop.
Music has literally told us, shoot black people, shoot as many black people as you want, and run from the cops. That's what music has told us, bro.
Yeah.
Sell drugs to our own people, buy all the materialistic shit, buy all the shit that don't help us, Aston Martins, Bentleys, all the extra shit, Rolexes, all the extra shit, spend all our money, don't invest, don't do nothing to help the family, fuck the bitches ain't shit, hoes, like, music has, I was brainwashed.
And that's going to be it for that. And what they do is, they keep you occupied with all this drama. All this drama. Oh, God. Like I said, they keep you all engaged with this drama. And what I'm about to show you right here is a perfect example of that. You gotta excuse me, it's been a while. Oh, wow. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Despite raging wars and global upheaval, trans activists still manage to find something to have a meltdown about. Sky News All-Stars Rita Panahi, Liz Storer and Piers Morgan exposed the epidemic of angry trans activists. Average workers are being called out publicly by trans people for making honest mistakes when assuming someone's gender, reveals Sky News All-Star Rita Panahi.
Let's start with minimum wage workers being shamed and complained about by this self-indulgent narcissist who is always ready to find his inner Karen.
It looks like he's having a nice piece
She heard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, the sweet water starts at, okay. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir.
Self-obsessed, attention-seeking, cry bullies. It's a thing, cry bullies. They're the types who simultaneously play the victim but are really the bullies themselves.
Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. Called me sir.
Yeah. There's more.
I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. Yeah. I'm not sir. Not sir. Not sir. But the guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
I do like the little hat on the dog. That's a nice touch. But
Sky News contributor Sophie Ellsworth also says the real victims are the waitstaff who are having their manager called for innocent mistakes.
This is just crazy. This person has deliberately set this up so it gets the reaction. I mean, seriously, these poor waitresses and waiters have to deal with this nonsense.
it is so self-indulgent. You look at the problems around the world and to be playing victim over that.
Rita Panahi also hilariously mocked another trans activist who had a literal meltdown after being misgendered.
To Austin, Texas, which may as well be in California these days. Have a look at this. And things took a nasty turn when one of the dancing, chanting protesters was apparently misgendered. Here the protester claims she's a man and points to her pronoun badge. It's proof. Again, charming stuff.
And on top of misgendered meltdowns, this trans activist flipped out when asked what transgender actually means, reveals Rita Panahi.
Now let's go to another clip featuring our friend Billboard Chris, who is asked here to explain what trans is by a trans person, who then flips out because the question he asked is being answered.
I don't know. I've never
He's asking you.
can get an answer to that question.
I'm asking you.
Well, you just claimed you're trans,
I am trans.
and I'm asking you what that means.
What does it mean to you?
Well, I would tell you that transition is something
Don't
to do.
tell me. Wait, you don't tell anybody.
Okay, well, you asked what it means.
You literally just asked us to tell you what it means.
You can't win with these people. Now,
Sky News All-Star Piers Morgan had a meltdown of his own when he revealed the new CEO of an endometriosis charity is a trans woman.
Why? Why have a trans CEO? Why have a biological male for something, for a charity which literally only applies to women, with a condition only women get?
Okay, so let me answer that question.
And transgender athletes competing in women's sport has always caused heated debate amongst competitors. Rita Panahi spoke to an MMA fighter who copped backlash for simply speaking out.
you faced a bit of a backlash for simply talking about your experience and concerns. Tell me about some of the vitriol you've copped over this issue.
Yeah, so the backlash is pretty much just saying, you won, why do you have an issue with this? Even though I've stated a million times it was never about me. I clearly beat them. That's not my issue. The issue is that there are girls that are legitimately afraid. And they should not have to be afraid when they're seasoned competitors going into this. Like, they've done this hundreds of times. They know what they're doing. And the girls I've talked to that also experienced this said they have never felt so unsafe in a grappling match.
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is full contact physical battle, and male bodies have such a significant advantage.
Controversial author J.K. Rowling also weighed in, defending the right to free speech against trans competitors.
Also, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling said this about you. She said, "You've done nothing wrong. This isn't and never was about hate. It's about fairness and safety for women and girls. You stood up to protect your fellow athletes, which makes you a heroine in all sane people's eyes." I know backlashes aren't fun. Believe me, I know, but there are things far more important than pleasing all the people all the time. All power to you. That's quite an endorsement there, Ansley.
That honestly meant the world to me as like a lifelong Harry Potter fan, and it's not something I ever expected. I never expected this to even go viral. I posted just trying to kind of get the situation out there, but I never expected it to be this big. But the support over the hate has been amazing. And I just have to look at the people that are endorsing me in this and know that I'm on the right side of history.
Sky News All-Star Piers Morgan exposed the bias in powerlifting after speaking to a woman who was stood down from competing after she spoke out against trans athletes in the sport.
Well, April, first of all, I'm appalled that you've been suspended, and I'm even more appalled that you've been suspended for stating what appears to be a simple fact. You were talking about the fact that a biological male, who identifies now as a woman and is a trans athlete, was gaining an unfair advantage because of their physiology over you. For stating the bleeding obvious, you're the one now who can't compete.
You know, so odd. Thus proving that men and women are not equal. I mean, but women have been said, "Oh, we're equal. We can do everything you can do." Oh, so you can't.
Yeah, exactly. I guess saying truth and fact, calling Andrus a biological male is considered hate speech and goes against their social media code. When talking about sports, Pierce, you would know this, you have to state what the person is. So I was actually thinking I was being polite saying a biological male, and I was, in fact, saying the truth. So bodies play sports, not identities. So when we're talking about sports, especially powerlifting, a strength sport, you need to say, call a man, call a woman a woman.
Sky News All-Star Liz Storer also revealed backlash from parents at a school where a biological boy competed in athletics against biological girls and shot up the rankings.
Just recently, this week, another case of a biological boy competing in girls' sports was gracing the newspapers. Here's the Daily Mail headline. This fellow had ranked 172nd as a guy, but now competing as a girl.
You know, I think that's enough of that. I'm going to go. Let's go to this. Check this out. Look at this beef in the bathroom.
On the basis of the comfort and dignity of girls and women, I'm asking you and telling you, please do not go to women's spaces. It makes them feel uncomfortable.
My girls and the other women I am with are very comfortable with being in the bathroom.
Well, fortunately, I'm not your daughter, and my daughter is also not your daughter.
No, that's right.
And she would feel very uncomfortable.
Excuse me.
No, you interrupted me.
Excuse
You
me.
interrupted
I'm not
me.
here for a debate. Beth, do you mind?
Right.
I would ask you to please call off your daughter.
I beg your pardon. I'm asking you as a mother. I'm asking you as a mother. Do not use female spaces.
I'm very uncomfortable.
It makes women and girls feel very uncomfortable. You are not. How dare you?
As a mother, I am very. You're not.
You'll never
birth your children. You're not a mother, Dawn.
Right, I'm
Job
just
of mine, which is
I was asking.
You know, it's a shame that you have to actually engage with the mentally ill. I'm telling you, they are starting a genocide. I mean, it's going to be bad enough. You go to the store, and I mean, $100 don't buy you groceries like it used to. You're going to have to go to the store each time and spend like $500. The dollar is not worth nothing what it used to. The inflation's going through the roof. They're going to tell you what to eat, what you can do. I'll tell you. And guess what? People going to get murdered. I think this is what they want. They want these annoying NPCs to be running around. People gonna get fed up with them. I mean, goddamn it. There was a situation where, who was this guy? He was a, damn, I think, hold on, let me see. All right, I should have known. I kept it in the queue. But we have, I mean, the children are in danger. These freaking pedos. I mean, that's like the same thing with the whole lawsuits with Aaron Hall and Puffy. With she said that she was only 16 when she was messing with Aaron Hall, got pregnant with his child and anything like that. And this right here, deputies say child behavior analysts had 100 plus files of child sex abuse material. Check this out.
Right now at 3:30, child porn arrest a behavioral analyst who works directly with children is now behind bars.
And officials tell us the videos allegedly found on his computer are extremely graphic. Local 10's Ian Margle joins us live from Fort Lauderdale with those disturbing details. Ian.
This is a man whose job it was to help kids. Now he is facing a dozen charges related to child pornography, distributing it and having it on his computer. And detectives worry there may be more victims out there. Hernan Ruff in a Broward courtroom on Wednesday facing a dozen charges related to child pornography.
Your Honor, this is based on the allegation that there was over 174 image video files obtained by law enforcement.
Ruff is a board-certified behavioral analyst, and a quick search shows that certification is still active. According to a bio on his website, Ruff focuses on working with children with autism, ADD, ADHD, and other neurobehavioral developmental disorders. But on Tuesday, he was taken into custody by the Broward Sheriff's Office. His arrest form says a confidential informant turned over a flash drive to detectives last week that apparently was given to the CI by Ruff. And on that drive, investigators found 74 images and videos of child pornography. BSO then got a search warrant and on Tuesday morning went to Ruff's home and accessed his computer, where they say they found more than 100 image and video files showing kids as young as infants and toddlers engaged in sex acts with other kids.
I almost thought, I said, you know what, he gonna say, man, that's what not mine. Somebody else put that on there, but they went to his house and found that shit. Oh, hell no, you done. It's a wrap. You're over.
Or adults. We went by Ruff's home Wednesday, and while someone was inside, they wouldn't come to the door. We also went to the address listed as his office, but found his company, Behavioral Works Inc., was dissolved in 2022. So Ruff's bio also says that he worked closely with the school district. So we did reach out to Broward County Public Schools to see if, in fact, he had worked with them and in what capacity. But because of Thanksgiving holiday, their offices are closed. We have not heard back at this point. We'll let you know if they do. Meanwhile, he is being held on a $240,000 bond. If he does get out, he has been ordered to stay away from all minors and no internet access at all. Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Ian Margle, Local 10 News.
Oh, man. The powers that be must love it. They must love it. They're going after everybody. I'm not even going to go into any of this other stuff. It's future content to have here. But, speaking to the NPC people of color, I mean, they've been brainwashed. They've been taken over by this filthy hip hop. And I mean, goddamn. I mean, they got the women all messed up. You can't even find a decent woman with some decent logic. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Let me give you this. It's unbelievable how they're just insane. You know, it's so important to have a good helpmate to do what you got to do. I mean, you don't want to be alone in this environment and everything like that without a good helpmate. Someone you can trust. Someone you don't have to worry about being around your children. I mean, literally, I could pull up a story where there was a situation where I did a video where the guy was talking about, oh, a Mexican family, they come to the house and they all work together and everything like that, and everybody's working together and there's no arguing, no fight, no nothing like that. Man, listen, who knows? They might be decent, whatever. I don't know. Not everybody's the same. But man, it could be a lot of things with that. I mean, if you want to put a label and say it's a Mexican, boy, I could show you another Mexican that his wife would make sure that the husband was nowhere near their daughter. Because guess what? He could be trusted. He was touching them girls. There was the soft white underbelly. There's a Mexican girl on there, and she talks about and the trauma when she was a child right there that she's kind of blocked it out and everything like that. But I guess she's homeless now. And then on top of that, from personal knowledge, from me dealing with certain people and everything like that with Mexicans, man, it's more common than you think. But anyway, a brother that got together and they was dissing him, Mike Epps. Mike Epps is a G. God bless his dude. If you don't know, he's got 2 episodes on HBO Max, and he's with his new wife. Yes. And man, you want to talk about working together as a unit? Man, that other chick that his other wife that he got rid of and dissed her, boy, I can almost see why. Because he got with this woman and she seems, I think she's into real estate. So what did he do? He went to his old neighborhood, and this show is called Buy Back the Block. So he bought his his grandma's house. He bought the house next door to that, and he bought a firehouse on the block. This is the blue thing right here. This is the firehouse that he turned into his personal crib. It's like a freaking mansion, solid brick. This thing it's a firehouse. He had to gut that whole sucker out. So he's throwing his money into real estate in Indiana, in Indianapolis. And he got this woman right here. He goes out, he does his shows and everything, makes the money, and she's right there every day, dealing with the contractors and everything like that, getting things done. His crib is hooked up. They done hooked up the house next door. I mean, and when you look at these houses, you gotta check it out because the house is off the chain. You go inside and everything, you're like, oh my God, it's decked out. Decked out. I mean, premium materials. Oh my goodness. He is upscaled the neighborhood. He's upscaling that neighborhood out there. And he got a good woman on by his side. A woman that freaking gets it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got those houses for cheap. He bought it for cheap. So I hope he did. Because man, things about to go down. But anyway, like look at this situation here.
Look what she did to my car, man. Look what this bitch did to my car. I can't stand this bitch. Look what she did to my car. Look what this bitch did to my car. I can't stand it, all. I can't stand this bitch.
You know, I think this might be cap. I think this might be cap because that looks like a street right there. And this is in the alleyway. I don't know why that car is all the way up like that on fire. You know? Who knows? It might be a chick that burnt up his car. Anyway, I'm gonna I am sorry, I'm not that prepared. Let's go into this Sugihana and the sexy red shit. The degradation. Oh, you know what? Let's go to this brother here.
Wake the fuck up. Use your mind. Don't let people tell you the fuck what to think. This is dumb shit. Okay, I'm an old dude. I'm against all this name change shit. You know, I'm like supposed to be cisgender, right? Instead of man. But then it's like, oh no, you're cisgender. Fuck you. If you want me to respect your trans shit, then respect my man shit. Same thing with the trans shit. Oh, you're a girl. You're a guy. A trans woman. You're a guy. Now, something happened in your groin area. You know this shit is fucked up. You got to go to the doctor. You got 10 minutes. Go this way, you go to gynecologist. This way is urologist. Which fucking way you going? You go to gynecologist, your ass is dead. Because she said, I can't do shit for you. You got to go to urologist. Now, that's 20 minutes away now. You dead. That's the bullshit. I ain't buying into the bullshit. People talking about believe my shit because I believe it. You know? Fuck that shit? Yeah, if that's the shit, then I'm your master. So whenever you call me, my pronoun is your master. Or just master. So I say, hey, master, then, yeah, that's it. If you want me to call you her or him and shit. This is for the people.
And they got a whole bunch of sick, mentally ill motherfuckers.
Religion. I have never in my life thought to cancel anybody until now. Young Thug and Tracy Morgan must be stopped by any means. These two are making some of the nastiest, most degrading, most self-hating music I've ever heard in my life, and somebody got to help stop this shit. I've never thought that Ratchet and Trifling would meet up in such a way. First of all, Sexy Red ain't nothing sexy about you. That is false advertisement. Every time I see Sexy Red, all I think about is that bitch need lotion and medication. Lotion and medication. Every time I see Sugihana, I just pull out one of them Clorox wipes and start wiping my TV or wiping my cell phone alone, because I definitely feel like she just, off the look alone, you get infections. Parents, please stop letting your children listen to this filth. Please, it's gone too far. When you think about it, all they are is prostitutes in a booth. That's it. Prostitutes in a booth. And you gonna let your daughter grow up listening to this? You're a terrible parent. If you out here letting your children listen to music like this, you have failed as a person, failed as a parent, and you do not want to see your children be anything better than what you are. All they talk about is sucking, slutting, eating men's butt. Where are the fathers at? Sexy Red got a sex tape and then video of her sucking some man's foot that got athlete's foot. I know he got gout in the photo. This ain't cool. And white people, if you're watching this video, I want you to know that there's a difference between black people and niggas. They got y'all convinced that your daughter's gonna grow up and be able to be a slut and a whore like them and become rich and look good and be received well and be respected. And I'm here to tell you, it's not gonna happen. This is a prime example of why religion. I have never in my life thought to cancel.
The way it should be. Stop that thunder in its tracks. Stop it immediately. Can't blame that. Yeah, this jump with she gave her boyfriend AIDS. Yeah, that's if I got a sword out. I don't have a sword out. But I mean, literally, men have nothing to fight for nowadays. Absolutely nothing. I got a joint right here. You forget it. I ain't gonna bother. But what am I trying to say here? We're fucked.
It's over. We are screwed.
Just like there's so much chaos in the world where everything, you got wars going on, you got economic issues, you got civil unrest. Man, they about to really pop it off. It's about to get really bad. I think there's gonna be a lot of people dying in these streets. When people get real hungry, they're gonna come looking. They're gonna come looking to see what you got. They're gonna be trying to break down the door. You're gonna be sick. There's like how they robbing the stores, and when the stores close up and everything, where do you think they're going next? Where are they going next? And if you think you're out in the country, you're gonna get away, you know. You know my thing, my anxiety I had about being out in the country. The anxiety is when some clowns drive by and everything, they say, "Wow, they look like they might have something going on over there." Or they say, "Yo, let's just go down this road and hide out or something like that," and they come stumble across you, and they go ahead and telephone or call some other guys. They say, "Yo, I think they will stake you out and watch," and then they're gonna start doing things, and you're sitting out there by yourself thinking everything's gravy. You don't see them out in the woods and everything surrounding. They got binoculars on. They can surveillance you, see how many people is there, everything. So I mean, I kind of like to just blend in with everybody else. You know, I mean, Well, it's like you're gonna hit other people's cribs or something like that, and I'll get the end of it, and then you could be on alert. There's more safety in numbers, but I think that's gonna be happening. I think that you're gonna have these people going out and protesting. They're gonna let it be known that they're gonna be protesting, whether they're trans or whatever like that, and some cowboy gonna come through or cowboys and start sweeping the streets. And it goes for anybody. Anybody protested anything that another group don't like. They say, you know what, just street sweep this, sweep it all up. I mean, literally, why am I saying these things? Because there's a lady. Let me see if I can locate. Let me see. Black girl unlost. Man, I felt like getting into some of her videos and just to, I mean, it's so many women being killed. And they're being killed by ex-boyfriends, boyfriends, or they're just being killed because they live in the damn hood. I mean, that's why I don't live in the hood. And, there's a situation, what's going on in my life. My kids, I live in a good neighborhood, so the schools are decent. They got security and everything. You don't ever hear about nothing. Very rarely. And sometimes one of these mayonnaise kids, which they go ahead and they start saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and everything." They stressed out and everything. They start throwing threats and everything, but nothing goes down. But man, you go on the other side of the damn highway. Go on the other side of the highway where you got mayonnaise base over there and you got some brothers over there. Or you go south and somehow certain people, because they live in a certain area, they go to these schools. Man, man, I can pull up with you. Like, they got shootings, deaths. These are high school kids being killed at their school. This is outrageous. I mean, one is more than one, so one is way too much. And I'm just like, wow, man, this don't make no damn sense. So you got to be in a good neighborhood, and then after a while, all the neighborhoods are gonna go back how this thing is going. But then, what's the problem is, and there's something about this last one I put in that I saw. There's I don't know if I should. I don't know. What are we looking at on time here? Oh my god, I'm already an hour in. I'm gonna save this one for later. But I mean, we're screwed. This is bad. This world, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And to make this short, my point, this hip hop is making these women believe that this trash, the trash that's walking around the neighborhood, is something that's good. There was a young lady that she was trying to. A boyfriend was whatever was over at her house, stayed up there for 4 days, and she was trying to get rid of him, get out the house, and I think he wasn't bringing that to the table or whatever. He wasn't helping out. He shot her, killed her. There was another guy. He was with a chick. He had 3 kids. What did he do? He killed them. He killed the mother. He had a 10-month-old baby and 2 other kids. He stabbed the mother and set the apartment on fire in 2 different places. He killed the mother, and the infant died, but the other 2 kids are in the hospital. And they got his ass. And it's like, yo, why are you dealing with dudes like this? It's because of the hip hop. I mean, no other race does this. No one goes out looking for freaking psychopath bums that ain't trying to do nothing, that are lost causes and everything like that. You gotta let these dudes just, man, it's the mental. You ain't gonna get no. These chicks is losing their lives because they mess with clout. You got this other one. She's a businesswoman. There's 2. I saw something with 2 businesswomen. What killed me was one businesswoman. She had a salon. She seemed to be doing very well. She had a nice, classy establishment. She was real pro. She got killed. I didn't even go too much into that story. But there's another one. This one is thick as hell. But my problem is, you can have a thick body and everything, but don't be thick in the face. It's just like, and she got the all fake. You know what I'm saying? She's wearing a full blown mask. But what killed me was, you see her in these sexy outfits and everything like that. Very smart. I mean, she had mad businesses. She got her own CBD oil. She's got then she had a hair salon. She was a registered nurse. She had so much stuff going on. And she's up there being boss chick, wearing these Gucci outfits and all this stuff like that, and had kids, got kids, and she's Muslim. I'm like, what the hell? And then on top of that, her baby daddy, he got locked up for a kidnapping. He was away in jail, and he went ahead and he had properties or something like that, put it in her name. So what did she do? She gets married a dude, or marry another dude, gets a divorce, loses the properties, I don't know what the hell is going on. And when he come out and everything like that, and he's like, yo, where's my shit? And he's up there threatening. I was like, yo, I want my shit. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Yeah, he want to kill the guy because he lost his properties. I'm sure he killed her. And it's like, you wonder why? She's Muslim with her body parts out. I mean, God, just some low life nigga shit. A boss nigga chick. I tell you. And wonder why. I mean, I've seen a lot of chicks. They want to be this boss chick and everything like that, and they make some stupid ass moves. They make all kind of good moves to make money and everything like that. But you mess with somebody's properties, you couldn't make sure that this other dude couldn't tamper with that or whatever. You sold those properties. You sold those properties and knew that this guy was a psychopath. That was your end right there. You got with a street dude, had kids, and then y'all went together, and after you got with another dude, and then he screwed you over. You got bad taste in men. You don't follow your religion. Damn. What the hell? Man, listen. These people are idiots. So anyway, that's it for me. It is 11/27/2023. I'll see you tomorrow, or maybe later on tonight. You'll see what happened over here. I got it. I gotta take care of these kids. The next time, peace.
Everyone, that is a fucking wrap.